What's up, guys? Welcome, YouTube. If you guys are watching in the future, hello. We're doing a live stream here. Brand new season of Live Arena. We do have CVC active right now, so we'll be doing some stuff there. Apologies for not streaming earlier. A little bit tired, so I missed my alarm, and then I woke up a little bit late. Usually, I start around 4 a.m. my time, but like I said in my earlier video, the body's tired, the body is tired. So I took an extra couple hours just to sleep in a little bit. But we are live now, and we will be doing, I think, mostly some live arena. I did do most of the daily stuff already. It's non-personal reward CBC. I'm at 50k already. Um, like I'm not really doing too much else. I saved up a bit of energy at the start of CBC. I spent all that with the corrosive tournament and all that. We have Sand Devil starting tomorrow. Probably put some energy in for that. So yeah, not too much going on. We got the tag team stuff. We did all those already. Faction wars all done. Mercarato, what's up, man? How are you? How are you doing? Let's do this bag here first, and then we'll jump in and do some live arena. On this account, it's a brand new season, so we'll be doing that there, and then we'll hop over to my alt account and we'll do some live arena there as well. You guys can see the difference between both accounts. But a lot of it comes down to just time spent. I put a little bit of time into my alt account this past week, just because Siege, with the Siege update and stuff, I needed to tune up some of my champions. So I spent a little bit of time there. And yeah, it performs like a million times better, obviously. So, makes a big difference once you start putting some effort into your account. But yeah. Raz, what's up, man? Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hopefully everybody is doing well. How's everybody's CVC going? How's everybody's CVC going? A little bit of an afternoon stream here. Hopefully you guys are doing all right. But yeah, we'll be doing a little bit of live arena on the alt today. I'm doing the missions for Marius, so that's also another reason to try to do a little bit better in live arena as well. Make the grind a little bit more bearable. Obviously, it's not fun doing live arena and then not performing well, or doing siege and not doing well. Actually, in bed after 12-hour shift. Nice, man. Enjoy that bed. Hey, Benjamin. Hello. Our clan doesn't really push during non-personal reward CVC. Yeah, same. Pretty chill non-personal reward CVC. What's up, Mario? Welcome. Hey, Bob. How are you? Thanks for sleeping in and letting us catch stream. Yeah, I figured like it's still worthwhile to stream at weird times. Some people don't get a chance to watch and all that stuff. So, and I figured since it is live arena, time block, it's still has some people's interest. I think. See, live arena just started, so we'll do some live arena in this stream. But I think a lot of other people also stream live arena, so maybe we'll get a different crowd today. But yeah, we're just taking it easy, just chilling. We do have CVC happening, so we'll do some CVC stuff as well. You guys catch the latest videos? You guys catch the latest news and videos? We have a Deck of Fate coming on Thursday. It's gonna be an expensive one, that's for sure. It's gonna be an expensive one. You got everything in that one. Got everything in that deck of not Deck of Fate. Sorry, Heroes Path. Got everything in that Heroes Path coming up. It's gonna be expensive. Well, for people that want to participate, anyways, will be interesting to see. You have a full-time job as well. How do you manage your work schedule? Yeah, that's a good question, man. I'm lucky to have a somewhat flexible job. And obviously, I have to do a lot of things outside of work schedule. So I wake up very early. So I usually wake up a couple hours before work to do my content stuff. And it lines up with the European time zones for Plarium. So Plarium works off of European time zone, UTC time. So when, midday for them is basically like 4 a.m. for me. So if I wake up early, I can catch, I can catch some of the news releases and all that stuff, so I can report that stuff. Also, if I wanted to make a video on a topic, then I usually do it first thing in the morning. So basically, yeah, it's pretty tough. Tough to juggle everything, and young family and well as all that stuff as well. I get one catch up day a week. So, for example, like the kiddo gets the grandparents one day a week, and that's kind of like my catch up day. So that's kind of like the day where I kind of like spend doing like my raid stuff. The time intensive stuff like Hydra, Chimera, try to do all that stuff. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's definitely taxing, and obviously making content is tough too in terms of timing. So not easy. Hey Ryan, what's up, man? Love the vids, dedication. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. I think that's what it is. It comes down to dedication. Like, comes down to dedication. Some people are just like, yeah, F it, right? It's not worth it or whatever. But I like doing it. It's fun. It's a grind. It's not easy. It's a grind. Some people say it's easy and all that stuff. And then, you know, I think it's not. I think people don't get enough credit. I think people don't get enough credit. Not myself, but if you look at some of the guys that are full time creators, like man, I can't imagine trying to do it as a full time job. It's that's a grind for sure. It's a job, right? It's not like it's a unconventional job. Like you play video games, you play video games, like uh, you know, and make money off of it. But at some point, it's not a game anymore, and it becomes a job, right? So it's no longer fun in that way, in the same way. You know what I mean? I'd recognize if my newt hitting max HP cap or something like that is that real thing. Cap damage or something. All the damage numbers will be the same when you hit the cap. So if your damage numbers are changing, then it's not the cap. How can you save back multi battles so much? I always run out as free to play. I don't use multi battles at all. So I mean, if you play on mobile, then you will. But because I play on my PC, I have RSL Helper running. RSL Helper basically alleviates all of the multi battle uh, you know usage. So I don't really need to use my multi battles at all. And you just save them by doing events. So every day you get multi battles by doing live arena. So that racks up. You get them from various events, various rewards. So they all rack up, right? And then they were helpful. Like when I went on my trip, the multi battles were very useful, and they were very useful when RSL Helper was down, and I needed to do like heavy training tournament. So they were useful there. Yeah, they were useful there. Good luck in real life. Yeah, exactly, right? Nub's replacement showed in the clan chat. Yeah, 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 yeah. We will miss Nubs, man. Nubs is when I joined the clan, I didn't know he was in the clan. When I joined the clan, I didn't know he was in the clan, and we had a little giggle. Everybody was like, "Oh, we got two content creators in the clan and all that stuff." And then we were in the clan for a long time. He was in the clan before me, and I've already been in the Wrath clan for over a year and a half. Great guys, right? Great guys. And it's such a shame that the game mode is so like not fun that people would people would rather leave than do the game mode. And I totally get it, man. I totally get it. So it's a little bit, yeah, it's you can only blame Plarium, I think, for making the game mode like this. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see here. Really good sacred shard luck in the past week or so. I actually pulled 5 sacred shards from Clan Boss in the last week on this account. So if you guys go back to like my most recent pull video, I had 8 sacred shards and now I have 14. So I pulled 5 from Clan Boss and I pulled 1 from the Bazaar. So I just bought one today, but that's 6 in a week. So definitely going crazy on the shard RNG there. So good to have a little bit extra there just to be ready for some craziness, which is going to be the Valar Heroes Path coming up. Let's see. Nice to spend my evening with you, Booze. Hey, yeah, for sure. I spent the morning in the Nubs live, and now it's you. Very nice. Awesome. Yeah, I saw that. Nubs always very consistent with his CVC time. I think it just lines up perfectly for him. I think it's like lunchtime for him. But for me, it's like when CVC starts, it's 2 a.m. So I I can never do CVC, right? Because it's just not reasonable. And even for me, like I usually wake up around 4 o'clock, 4 a.m., 4:30, and I start my stream for CVC. But even then, it's quite early. But yeah. Uh, if you have RSL running, wouldn't you prefer to use background battles? Yeah, background battles actually can be okay in some spots. For example, I found that it's okay when if I need to make content. If I need to make content, the background battles are actually pretty good. So you can actually do stuff while you're like making content or something, like still navigating through the screen. But yeah, usually I don't use the multi battles part, but the background battles a little bit of use here and there. I don't know. It just seems like I get a surplus of these multi battles. I don't really. How much do I have right now? Like 10,000 or something. I think I have like a 10,000 multi battles. Yeah, 10,000 multi battles. I mean, yeah, I used up like 2,000 or something during the Lydia Champion Chase event. So I did use quite a bit there. So it's good to save them up just in case. Can you go over the best skills for teams to 1 key Ultra Nightmare sometime, such as required champ examples? Um, well, if you're trying to go higher into Ultra Nightmare, you definitely need attack down. So attack down, you need defense up. You definitely need defense up. If you have ally protection, that helps. If you have strengthen, that helps. You need some healing. If you don't have healing, your team needs humongous shields. Like for example, like Valkyrie or somebody, just to keep your team alive. Um, and then you need damage. You need damage. So poison's not enough. Poison plus HP burn's not enough. Like you need like counterattack. You need lots of stuff to do like 1 key damage. Geomancer might be enough just by himself, but yeah, you know I have a video on my channel how to make the proper clan boss team and just what attributes like buffs and debuffs that you need. Like you can check them out, but there's lots of content out there on how to build clan boss teams. Um, is it time sync literally? It is, yeah. Am I going for Balar? Yeah, I'm gonna go for Balar. I got Titus, but now I don't have Brogni or Wixwell to set him up. I haven't tested myself, but Bronco said that using the Blood Shield accessory can work. So I would check out his video about the Blood Shield accessory. Bronco raids. So make sure you check that out. Never had more than 500. Yeah, I don't know. Both my accounts have over 10,000 multi battles. The pro free to play player, you can't join a high end clan just because of CVC. It sucks, man. Um, yeah, I mean, top clan will be they'll be hardcore in every area of the game, not just CVC. CVC is arguably the easier part, to be honest, because you can kind of just set it and walk away. But if you're committed to like the competitive aspect of it, it's a huge time sink to commit to like good Chimera keys, good Hydra keys, and then setting up your siege properly, and yeah, and then just basically like following the meta. It's tough. It's a big commitment for sure. You guys got Prisma. It's good for hard faction wars. Haven't found much YouTube video. Prisma's actually really good. Got a really interesting kit. I think Yeah, I think for faction wars would be fine. He does offer a little bit of control and like a little bit of value from his passive, but it's not 100% chance, right? Because you do the buff swapping. You do the buff swapping, but it's not 100% chance, so it's kind of hard to say that he's great or anything like that, but his kit seems reasonable. So definitely check him out for sure. Hey, hey Shanny, what's up, man? You know, my alarm clock it just kind of goes, man. Like, I went through 3 alarms this morning, and then that was it. I was like, yep. I have like a million alarms set up. I just can't wake up sometimes. Sometimes just like, yep, I'm done, man. I'm done. Can't wake up. I was getting close to Titus, but missed 25 frags. Oh no, 25 frags. Oh no. Oh, that's so bad. That sucks, man. This kind of sucks. Uh, let's go with this. You want blush accessory for Bannerlord? That sucks. It was 6-star Mikage. Got lucky as Banner, a good blessing. If I don't have any other 6-star, is 5-star Banner good enough? Banner is best in Arena. So if you use Mikage in Arena, then yes, 6-star Banner would be good. If you don't use Mikage in Arena, then you could, you could go for Protected Brimstone for, boss damage, or you could go for a cruelty, which is a pretty good one if you don't have a 6-star cruelty. Feel like I get rid of Galathier and I just win, but oh, that's interesting. Okay, the bird can't be CC'd, right? So it can't be stunned. It's also negative affinity too. A little bit annoying here. Okay, let's see what happens. He's got 2 guys that can't be CC'd. Oh, he's got supersonic here. Oh man, it feels bad. It feels bad. I think we probably lose. Like this Embreeze here is probably just gonna transform and we're just dead. So yeah, we're probably dead. Lose the supersonic set here. Hey Luck, how are you, man? Oh, we're still in this? Somehow? No, we're dead. I was hoping like maybe we get the Wukong back. Unfortunate. Good game. Alright, let's get back in there. Wait, did we lose points for that? -3. I can't be -3. I'm at 0. I can't lose any points. Sucker. Sucker. Let's start missing chat. How far along are you for hard faction wars? I'm about 700 points, I think. There's some factions that I'm like, I just kind of, most of the factions I'm like very comfortable like giving up. Like I don't care. I just don't have the time to manual it. I don't move gear around or anything like that. So I basically reached like the limit of how high I can go, and then I just auto that, and then that's it. So I haven't found the time or the motivation to go further or to like 3-star everything. A couple of factions I was able to reach 21, but I haven't in any of the the factions been able to 3-star everything. The closest I am, I think I'm like 60 or 61 on like Undead or something. I think I'm missing 2 stars on Undead. Sylvan Watchers, I'm also very like about 60 or something. But there's a couple of them that I reached 21, finished it. But a couple of them I can't farm. That's the thing. A couple of them I can't farm 21. So yeah, it's tough. It's just not a really high priority for me, to be honest. But let's do this fight here first. Odin. Odin, man. Odin, man. Odin, always a pain, man. What would be the best build for Ugo? She's my first +4 empowered 6-star awakened. Nice. Um, Personally, I have her in a hex set for Hydra, but you can definitely put her in a lot of different sets. She would be good with like a lot of different sets. Um, Obviously, you want the decreased defense as often as possible, so even Relentless would be pretty good. Reflex, Impulse, anything like that. This is a tough spot here. Who do I ban? Right? So she's gonna come in here with the lockout. I think we probably just go Arbiter ban and then take our chances against the Commodus. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work out. Or we play against the Marius and just be full locked out. That might be the best shot that we have. That's the correct ban, I think. Empress. Because Empress can survive the lockout here. It's gonna be nasty. Um Eventually I'll have an answer for this because I don't think I'm gonna win the speed race. Let's see. Yeah, I did not win the speed race here. His arbiter is +3. And we're locked out. Oh, his Marius doesn't have stone skin. That's interesting. This is a bad situation because Neve still had her still had her shields up. So she didn't take any damage. So she could not protect the two faster champions. He probably should have just went after the Wukong, maybe. I don't know. Like, you can't remove the protected. You can't remove the protected shields or anything, right? So there's no point in doing what he did. But I think we're still gonna lose because we don't have his skill ready. We don't have the A2 ready, so we're probably gonna lose here. Yeah, we don't have the skill ready, so maybe we can stun him. No, target change to. All right, GG, man, GG. Sorry, missing chat here. You got Balor from a prison poll a few weeks back, so hopefully his soul is upcoming event is somewhat accessible. Didn't want to have a second copy in order to get the soul. I can tell you it's gonna be expensive. Those souls and the souls in these heroes path events are never cheap, so it's gonna be expensive. At least 15 sacred shards, maybe up to 20 sacred shards, worth the points anyways. You got Osgron from the last poll. He's very strong. Nice. Osgron, yeah, he's very good. You got Titus, Brogni, but can't get the shield to grow with the Mytha Makage Hatter. What's the secret? Your Brogni needs to do tons of damage. That's the only way he grows the shield, right? So Brogni needs to hit hard. You know, like ignore defense, like Savage said. Lots of attack, crit damage, all that stuff. Is there a chance you do the video guide on Osgron? I don't. I think the test server is closed as of today. I think so. We don't have the opportunity to play with the test server anymore. Shield set on Wixwell. Yeah, that could work. Protection set works on Wixwell 2, gives your team some more damage. I feel like all the systems in Raid are just so bad. The fusion system is trash. You don't have tons of sacreds from you. Yeah. Chicken system is terrible. Same can be said about events and siege. Yeah, things can be better for sure, right? There's lots of things we can talk about how it can be better. Finish the Arbiter missions. Should I be pushing hard for Montu and Marius or just chill with those? I mean, if you can work towards Marius, that's pretty huge. But if you're not at that level in the game, like if you're not at that level in the game, then it'll be difficult. But you should still try your best knocking off some of the earlier missions for Marius. Marius is a game changer. He's one of the best champions in the game, and he's free, right? So you should definitely try to get him. The 3-win live arena quest, yeah, that's totally crap. That buff flipper boss is hard. Amius? You have RB and very, very fast accuracy build. Would be better to put his gear on Lammasu. Um, Lamasu's 5 speed faster than Arbiter. So if you have full faction guardians, it depends, right? Depends on who has better faction guardians, where you use them more, more frequently. Do you have more attack based champions? If you have more attack based champions, then maybe plus attack is more important, just stuff like that, right? Also, like, you need one champion to have huge impact if you want to use Lammasu. So Lammasu needs to give her Termina boost to one champion, and that one champion needs to do a lot. Like, for example, if you have like Commodus who can just win fights by himself, then that makes sense. But if you have, champions that kind of rely on other champions to do stuff, then maybe Arbiter's just better, right? You do account takeovers. I have a account takeover channel on my Discord where people do send in applications for takeovers. I try to do one per month. I feel like I probably missed one last month. I've just been like so busy. It's summer. It's been a rough go in terms of that. But yeah, that's going to be available to people that are interested. It's going to be on my Discord. And yeah, I do paid service as well. So if you're interested in that route, we can talk about that via DMs. Here, I just picked up Empress this way, and then but yeah, so that's the takeover stuff. Missed Titus because I forgot to do a corrosive tournament and came up 25 fragment short. Oh man, sucks. That sucks so bad, man. That sucks so bad. The band's here. Oh man, it's gonna be tough. Tough to beat this guy. Both of these boosters. He's gonna ban Sifi. Yep. So we gotta rely on our Sulfurion with no 6-star banner. Very likely we do not go first. So he goes first. He boosts. Can you weak hit Armans, please? Weak hit Armans. You gotta resist? That's interesting. No weak hit on the Armans. This. Not a good first 3 fights for this season, guys. Not a good first 3 fights. Damn. Damn. Why? How are people so fast? Am I losing every single speed race? This one I lost a supersonic set. This one he outsped me. This one he outsped me. Feels bad, man. Waiting for Boozor Cruisin crossover. That would just be me listening to what Cruisin has to say. I feel like that guy has like so much information because he's been grinding like the PvP aspect for so long. He has so much information. He would be great to learn from for sure. But I think his perception would be very different than mine because obviously like he has all the toys, right, to play with. So it'll be very different. Can you explain why my Empress doesn't do damage? I have Stone Skin lethal, 70k, huge damage. Doesn't kill. He doesn't kill nothing. Um, I mean, you know, relic, gemstones. I assume you have masteries for like Helm Smasher and stuff like that. So, um, the stats on your Empress are a little bit on the low side, right? Um, 70k HP is a little bit on the low side. Crit damage a little bit on the low side. Um, and it depends, right? Maybe you're using him against enemies that are much better geared. Then you don't really have a opportunity to see how well he, you know, how well he actually performs, right? Um, so it's sometimes like I hit sometimes I hit like my opponent and it feels like it does nothing. So you know it really depends on like relative gear level too, right? But I wouldn't say your stats are like insane or anything like that, um or should be expected to do insane damage. Like I don't think like yeah the stats that you're listing are should do insane damage. This is a bot by the way, so we should get the win no matter. I hope. I have a Queen of Hearts and a second Odin last Void session. Lack gear to build them fast and accurate enough. Oh man, give it to me, man. Give it to me. Those champions are amazing. I would love an Odin. I randomly have a 5-star Odin soul from winning his champion chase from way back when. Just randomly, I don't know. I wasn't even going for it and I just ended up winning. Yay, we got the win. We got the win. Considering time is currency too, calling Mary's free is a bit of a stretch, not gonna lie. Dude, it's free, man. Any champion you can get, any champion you can get while progressing in the game, it's a free champion, right? You just have to I mean you have to get it. You have to get it, but it's free. Um I don't know. I don't know. Like if you want to say like time, like if you want to say time is the currency, right? Like where do you set the line? Like because a 7-day login champion is free, but you have to log in 7 times once per day. Like that's is that something to talk about, right? Um you know what I mean? So sorry guys, 1 sec. Mm. All right, here's my Discord link. You guys can join my Discord, check it out. We do giveaways and stuff there, so if you guys want to take advantage of that, make sure you guys jump on in. Yeah, let's rock with this. If I get Balar, that would give me 4 of the 5 champions to get the frame. You don't need the mythical champion. So you just need the 4 champions. Lemonisi, Balar, Greykos, and Tholan. So if you have those 4, you get the free goodie from the shop or whatever. I didn't mention it in the video, but you have until August 5th. August 5th to get all this stuff. So this should be interesting. We have the 6-star banners, but he's got the Yumiko here. Yumiko won't hurt Empress, so see what happens. Uh, it's whether our Sulfurion's faster than his Yumiko. 6-star Yumiko though, so you get the speed boost from the 6 stars. Should I spend resources on Gurptuk? Gurptuk is great if you have teams that benefit from him, but if you're just gonna use him like you know in a random team, he's not gonna be that good, right? Oh, I go first. There you go. Got you down. Oh, that's kind of curious how my Fabian went first. A little curious. I thought I petrified him. Hmm. I thought I petrified his yeah, his dude, but maybe not. All right, so we went first this time. We win. There you go. That's the key. The key to live arena, guys. Just go first. uh, you hate that they do the bots? I mean, it just means everybody progresses, right? I think it's fine. The crown has made lucky accounts acceptably fast. Yeah. The crown, yeah. Empress 110k, 310 crit damage, no ignore defense set, and he's max. Nice. You're stuck. I can do most of the content, so I'm afraid to mess with my champion's gear, but I'm really struggling in LA, 50% win rate. 50% win rate is basically what the system is trying to get everybody at. So if you're performing at 50% win rate, then then it's about right. If you're performing really bad, you shouldn't even be performing really bad because the bot system keeps everybody kind of afloat. The bot system kind of keeps everyone like at least above like 40%. So 50% is basically on par with what they want, I think. Um I think we probably just do the same strategy here. Let's see what his third support will be. Rixia. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Rixia usually counters Fabian pretty good. So interesting why he would ban Fabian there. Sure. We will take it. I have to be careful about all the turns I'm taking here, so I'm just going to I didn't count or anything, which kind of sucks, but we might lose here. Oh, he's got decreased attack. He's got decreased attack. So and we should win here. Man, look at this. Ripperino, man. Already getting my ass kicked and you insult me. Get in line, I pulled Dune Lord, need some PvP domination. Dune Lord, interesting. Okay. Within free to play reach. Taragi for ally protection. Arbe's in second form for damage negation, and I'm always 2 to 3 mil short in one key clan boss by switching Arbe's for rear guard. A second AP better for damage. Um, hard to say. You need attack down? So attack down from Taragi, that's good. I mean, at that point, you probably just need a little bit of damage. So War Master Mastery on everybody, or Giant Slayer, right? You just need all that stuff. And probably just a little bit of RNG. Maybe it's relics. You could add some relics for that damage as well. I wasn't playing with Arbiter. Was put on the game in the game. Through the mountain to climb to get her. Similar. I wasn't playing when Arbiter was put into the game. Oh, really? He was put into the game. Hey, Stelios, what's up, man? What do you think about Galar? Do you think 3 poison is enough for arena one shots? No, I don't. I don't think I would use him for arena, to be honest. He's more of a he's basically strictly for Chimera. Like he has a great kit to handle all the trials. Um, but I think for general content, like arena, I don't think you're gonna use him in arena. Sorry, video about the gifts getting all four champions pop up does not show in the game though. Guessing you have to get all four before it pops up. Yes, you have to get all four and it pops up, and it goes to the shop. I think the date is August 5th. That's the last day. You know the Balar path points for heroes of points for shards? I don't know. I made a guess in my video, so you can check that out. But basically, it's gonna be expensive. It's gonna be expensive. I'd say it's about 20 sacred shards each, not total each. So we will see. It's gonna be expensive. So these are his three supports. His last pick is a DPS. Last pick is a DPS. So oh shit, I fucked up. I picked three. Damn, I fucked up. Damn, I fucked up. Rhoda should have been another he should have been another support champion, damn. Sad times. Sad times. My mistake, my mistake, my fuck. That was my mistake. Damn it. My mistake. Fast mid game lot account cutter. Don't know where to focus. Got Shogun unlocked. Sand Devil is iffy. What should I do to get help account back together? I mean, that's a pretty broad question, Joshua. I mean, if you're still mid game, you probably don't need to fine tune your gear with Sand Devil or Shogun because you probably don't have much gear that's that good, right? So you shouldn't be investing too much time into those areas just yet. Um, at this stage in the game, you probably still, need to progress in like various areas of the game. So Doom Tower, Centranos, Hydra. Hydra gives you the PvP gear that you need. Centranos gives you, PvE gear and PvP gear. So you just do the best you can in those areas. Every day, faction war, same thing. Every day, do the best you can. And then you just, save up resources, try to do fusions that can push your account, and just work on your account every day. And that's about it. I mean, I wouldn't. This is the grinding part, right? When you reach the mid game, it's all grinding at this point. Thinking about quitting the game. Yeah, game's tough. It's a grind, right? Kage's passive freedom. Oh, okay. Fabian's still meta. Fabian's still great. I still use Fabian. Is Death Bell worth building? Depends. He's not bad. He's very reasonable champion. He has the ally protection and stuff, right? Like I have mine built. I even pulled a 6-star for him too, but I don't really use him in anything. he's very reasonable. He's got a 3-turn ally protection strengthen. This would be great for like clan boss and stuff. He's got a really good turn meter fill here and a cleanse. So it's a 3-turn fill and a cleanse. Really, really nice. And he's got a heal here. So he's a very reasonable champion, but it just depends. Legendary books. What has it got? 10? 10 books here? Still, yeah, reasonable. Not crazy, but reasonable champion. You also have 2 late game, late end game accounts. Can I ask you for advice on how to maximize my time playing both of them like you? What's the order you use with your dailies, for example? That's a good question. There's a lot of things that you can definitely do just to save a little bit of time. So obviously you have both of them on. If you like, obviously if you can auto one account on the side and then manual the other account, that's ideal, right? So that you maximize your time while you're sitting at the computer, for example. In terms of, unfortunately, for my second account, I actually don't do a lot of the super time intensive stuff. Like, for example, Live Arena, Centranos, all that stuff. So it's not ideal, right? So one account's gonna get left behind. Here, let's throw Neve in here. You know what? Let's throw. Gotta be the monkey. Let's throw a monkey in there. But yeah, it's adjustment period for sure. Okay, reasonable. Full force lineup. Interesting. But yeah, it's gonna take you some practice, right? But one account's gonna have to give, because you can't focus. You can't do multiple accounts. Like you can't gear cleanse both accounts, right? You can't do Centranos unless you have like infinite time. You can't do faction wars. You can't do live arena because you can't do live arena at the same time, right? Like I need to do live arena on my alt account right now, but I can't. I can't do it at the same time. So what? I like coin flips, right? Like I got 4 coin flips here. I could not win a single coin flip, like to remove the stone skin, right? It's so stupid. Like how much resistance do these guys have? I couldn't win a single coin flip. This guy's, he must have missing gear or something. It's pretty weak, like to be honest. Yeah, I think maybe missing gear or something. But I couldn't win a single coin flip against those 4 stone skins. It's pretty interesting. Demon Lord 1-1, Wixwell team. For Wixwell teams, okay, for Wixwell teams, the speed and stuff doesn't really matter. Like there's a huge range that you can work with Wixwell. The biggest thing with Wixwell is basically having the champions go in the correct order and having their skills go in the correct order. You can't have champions gaining turn meter and hopping over each other and all that stuff. So that's kind of like the big thing. You want them to go kind of in order. Like for example, like you want like shield up, extend, grow it, and then and then like that. So you want the shield to constantly be extended, constantly be growing, and you don't want other champions to basically hop through the order too quickly. So you can't have extra turns, you can't have like huge turn meter boosts on one champion. So the speeds of them don't really matter that much. Like I made a video where I had a KO that was like 120 speed or something, and we were doing enough damage to 1 key Ultra Nightmare with Wixwell. The speed of the team doesn't really matter that much. It's just the skills need to come out, right? Need to come out at the right times. So I wouldn't put too much emphasis on trying to speed tune like a Wixwell team. Of course, there needs to be some kind of tune, like, but and the skills need to come out, frequently enough so that the shields don't fall off from damage, first of all, or fall off because people outrun their own buffs. So there's a little bit of nuance there. Um, but there's no exact speed tune that you need with Wixwell. What are main bottlenecks for Marius? I have a whole video on the bottlenecks for Marius. You just got Lydia and Mikage. Marius is possible for any late game. Dude, Marius, like in a lot of ways, is easier than Lydia, to be honest. Um, but yeah, I made a whole video on the bottlenecks and pain points of getting Marius. I suggest you check that out. Some of the biggest stuff is basically having enough like Zeal gear, Impulse gear to make full sets. So like sometimes people are missing like a boot and they can't freaking get through the mission because they need a boot in a Zeal set. And then you're scrambling every day trying to do live arena to get a boot. Like, you know what I mean? So that's something you can prepare for months in advance, right? By just saving the pieces. So like I said, check out the video. It's going to tell you everything you need to know. And then you'll be well prepared. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's probably AFK, right? He's probably AFK, 100%. Titus. How do you have him built? My Titus is not built yet. Is it possible to have him be utilized in Hydra and other bosses without a shield value extender in your team? Would you use him for PvP? No, not PvP for sure. Can you use him without the extender? Like I said, Bronco has a video utilizing the Blood Shield accessory. It's not as good, but it probably still kind of works. And it really depends on how well it works relative to what you're currently using, right? Like if you're using something that's really good, then maybe Titus without a shield growth champion is not going to be very beneficial to you. So that's going to be dependent on, your roster and all that stuff, right? I forgot what Ashnar does. Shit. I forgot what Ashnar does. To be honest, Ashnar counters. He counters Sulfurion, right? I don't remember what he does. I can't use Sulfurion, so I'm not going to, but I don't remember what he does. Sorry, I'm really behind on the chat. Sacred Drive, you pulled 2x, got 2 crappy copies of Foley. Nice. Faction Guardians. You get 20 to get just a champion or to get everything? I think it's 20 just to get the champion. Yeah, based on my video, it's based on the video comparison against Podrick, which was 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. Podrick cost 21. Oh, damn, he took Carnage. That sucks. Guess we take the monkey and then we pray. Six star mythicals. I wonder what is the cost, the expected cost of 6-star mythical blessings. I'm sure you can math it out, but I wonder what the cost is. And then on champions that are usable. I mean, Carnage you can get kind of for free just by doing Cintranos or whatever, but maybe we have a chance here. Ooh, that sucks. Got wanded too. Shield, Shield's still here. Didn't do that much damage. Yo, my Wukong needs to hit here. How come my Wukong hasn't taken a single turn? Like this Carnage is taking 2 turns already. uh, maybe my Wukong's missing gear. Stealing protective buffs? No, thank you. But the decreased attack here is a bit of a bummer. Decreased attack, yeah. Without the decreased attack, maybe it'll be a bit better, but I think we're probably dead here. Still alive? A little bit interesting. Anyways, that's that. Let's see here. Um, um, um. Would you even use Titus if you don't have Wixwell or Brogni? Depends what you have. Like Titus, even with like a bare minimum Titus, he can still do quite a bit of damage, especially for like Hydra or Chimera. Um, like I said, you can use like a Blood Shield accessory that Bronco showed. So make sure to check out his video on how to use Blood Shield accessories for him. Um, but yeah, it's probably still going to do, relatively good damage. Just depends what you're currently using. It's a huge gatekeep for free to play. I mean, you just do the best you can, right? It's just try not to care too much about it. Like I used to care a lot about it, and like my best rating was like 160. Like I made it to like 160 or something, or 150, and that was my best rating. And then afterwards, like I just stopped playing it because it was so nasty. It was so nasty. Everybody was using like picking up the mythicals, and it was just going crazy. This was before I got Marius. But Marius made a huge difference in the game for me personally. Um, but yeah, seasonal stuff I think is pretty good. Like you get a little bit of extra rewards for grinding it, and I think the matchmaking for me personally has been okay. Um, but yeah, it's a huge gatekeep, unfortunately. But there's a lot of good champions that are free. That's the thing, or free, or yeah, they're free, like Arbiter, Wukong, or fusions, right? Like Fabian's a fusion, Arman's a fusion. Obviously, like I'm very late game, or end game or whatever. And I've been playing the game for years, but all this stuff, a lot of my champions are just champions I get from the game, right? Like in terms of like, just progressing. Obviously, Sifi is, a void champion, but I don't necessarily need Sifi. Like I could use Arbiter instead. Sulfurion, the interesting one. Sulfurion is a void champion, of course, but technically don't need to use Sulfurion either, right? You could use I'm not going to do the hell swap because I need to kill this Odin. Um, but yeah, there's replacements for a lot of this. Empress is huge. Empress is huge. Marius is huge if you can get Marius. Just huge champions, right? But you have to be end game to like get some of these champions, and then you have to gear them up properly. Like if you don't have the gear, then it's like not going to be very good, right? Does Mad Hatter count as a shield extender? Yes, he does. Mad Hatter is excellent. What gear do you have on your Wukong? He's smacked. Let me show you guys some of the gear on the champion. Are we done here? We got no more? We got more. I don't know if I want to go so hard on day one. Check out this chest. We're looking for gear here. Okay, got some gear. Impulse gear. Trash. That is also trash. This is trash though. Impulse is basically just a speed set, so you're looking for speed. Astronaut 30% TM boost, counter HP burns, yeah. How do you like Razzlebark for trials? I haven't used them myself. He provides leech, right? Provides leech, so can help for trials. Through all comments, mad respect to commitment. I'm currently struggling with Arena, Live Arena. Do you have some tips about team comps? I mean, it's going to be roster dependent, right? But right now it's going to be very much a speed meta. Going first is very important. The other big thing in the meta is the wand. So if you have the wand on your whole team, it's going to be pretty good. So I'm going to show you guys some of the champions here. We're not going to do any more live arena on this account. I'll switch over to my alt account. We'll do some live arena there as well. You guys can see a more realistic live arena account. But account that hasn't been, taken care of for a long time. But this is my main account, of course. So I use wand on basically everyone I can. But this is my Empress. Somebody was talking about their Empress earlier. So my Empress, like no blessing or anything, 93k HP with 280 crit damage, stone skin lethal. But this is like my best gear on this account, right? And the speed is important for him. He wants to go first in terms of nukers. I still think my Rhodos is my strongest DPS champion. But I've been picking him less. Just because I've been favoring Marius. Marius, my first DPS champion, so he's gonna be my first pick for a lot of times. He's in my best defense DPS gear with stone skin, good speed, good accuracy ish, and then packing the wand. He gets sheeped a lot, so if I lose the speed race, they come back in with the sheep very often. So I initially had him with like Cat's Gaze for more damage, but if Marius gets a turn against a speed team, he basically wins, just kills the team. So if I can get the wand proc, then we can just win those lost speed fights. Here's my Sifi. She's in 6-piece protection, so she has 50% chance of landing the 25% chance of placing the protected. Oh, I should have six. Did I mess up the 436? I was going for 6-piece here. Oh, okay, I have one extra. I made a mistake. I have one extra pinpoint piece. So I should have this one, I think. Or this one? No. Yeah, anyways, no change in speed, but I got 50% chance to place protected buffs on the Sifi. So 436 on Sifi. That's not our top speed. Our top speed is like 447 or something. But I'd rather have the 50% chance of the protected buffs. I find that pretty useful. And she wins most of her speed races anyways that she gets through. She also has a 6-star banner, which really helps against most people. Obviously not against crazy Krakens or anything. Fabian's like one of my best champions too. He's in Supersonic with Stone Skin. Supersonic wins fights by itself a lot of times. 400 speed, Fabian, 610 accuracy with the Temporal Stagnator. Actually, just trying this out. Seems kind of interesting, where it has 20% chance to remove, steal, or convert buffs to or increase cooldown when landing a weak hit. So the percentage is 35%. I don't really think it is that great, to be honest, because you have to rely on him weak hitting, which only happens it's only a 30, 1 in 3 chance, right? And then you have to, and then you need the affinity for that to happen, right? So he has to be fighting magic affinity, and then you have to have the 1/3 chance happen, and then he has a 35% chance of doing this. So I don't think this is super useful. So I feel like I should just switch it back to wand, because initially I had wand on him, and I feel like wand is just infinitely more useful because the hard CC happens all the time. Yeah, that's kind of why I don't really think Stagnator is the best on these guys. I think the wand is just infinitely better. Sorry guys. Hey Jay, what's up, man? Are you going to cover Godforge? I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to keep an open mind about it and give it a try for sure. Epic 100 big. Lego 300, mythical probably 900. Are you going to make another? Are you going to make another video in live server on Titus? Would you say the one on test would be good enough? Yeah, I'm definitely going to make another one. The Titus content is definitely going to be happening like more frequently because I have to build my own Titus. I have to make a team that works for myself, and then obviously I'll be looking for more accessible angles to make it work. The big thing I want to make him work is, an auto team, an auto friendly team would be the best, and that's definitely a goal. But I understand, like, people will be gear capped very often. They won't have gear to do this stuff. And I think that's the big thing. Like, first of all, it's champion capped, and then you have gear cap. So it's very difficult. Yeah, I saw Cruzen's team, 4 Painkeepers, Wixwell, and Titus. I think he was kind of trolling a little bit. I think because I read the comments in his other video and people were complaining that the team was too pay to win. Like it had Yumiko. Honestly, his best team, his video on his best team wasn't even that bad. It didn't have mythicals or anything. Yeah, it had Yumiko, but he mentioned how you can do it without Yumiko and then you just lose some damage, right? But you're still doing insane amounts of damage. So I think people in the comments were giving him a hard time about it not being free to play accessible. And then he made a 4 Painkeeper Wixwell team. And then he's like, oh, this is free to play. And then you look at the Painkeepers and they had 450, almost 500 crit damage with 600 resistance. It was just the most insane Painkeepers you've ever seen, guys. Like, it was just the most insane Painkeepers. And I was just laughing my ass off because I'm like, oh my God, man. And then he puts it like free to play and everything. He's just getting killed. He probably just getting killed in the comments, but he's loving it, man. It's so funny. So he's just trolling, man, with that team. He's mega trolling. Did they make team changes some champs or to the game? We got it bad because I got the same thing. Slow monkey and fast monkey takes their turn because of TM Phil. TM Phil, like, when you go 100%, you can go way beyond 100%, right? With TM Phil. And the way it works is, I don't know how the way it works, but I believe you can surpass someone. So if someone is ahead of you in TM, but if you fill way ahead of them, then you will get the turn. So it's not like a lineup. Whoever gets to 100% first. Yeah, if that makes sense. I think that's how it works. Time to get Wukong over 300 speed. I know. I need a 6-star blessing, man. I need a 6-star blessing. The blessings are the hard part, guys. The blessings are the hard part. Are you doing the event tournament today for the Prism Soulstone? Yeah, I'm just waiting a little bit. There's no reason to rush it today. We do have it, but there's no reason to rush it today. This Soulstone is not worth much to me because I looked at the Soulstone pool. It's not super important. I also have one saved up. So if you look at here, I have 45. I have 45 from a previous event. Like, I don't know how long ago, maybe like 2 months ago. And you can kind of see here, I have a red dot here as well. So this summon pool, if I click the red dot, I'm going to be pulling a soul from like 2 or 3 months ago. And then I have 45 here as well. And then I can save up this 40 as well. So if I go for this 40 is just going to add on to my 45. And then it's just going to keep piling on. Same way that I have 250 prism crystals here and a red dot. So basically this red dot is like a plug. So I'm plugged. So therefore, this doesn't auto pull, right? So I don't auto pull. Same thing with this. This red dot doesn't auto pull these soulstone crystals. So I'll wait for a better pool and then unplug it. But it seems like Plarium has some kind of security around doing that. But a community member named Gitly mentioned to me that if you unplug it early on when the pool is active, then this will funnel out. Then you can start summoning the remaining crystals. So anyways, it's a bit complicated. I'm probably not explaining it properly, so you guys don't really understand, but it's kind of like a project of mine, just like a little bit of a side project. I kind of want to see if it actually works. And I want to reach like Mercy on my Prism crystals and then target a champion in a prism pool that I really want, and then I'll just release it all, right? And then I'll get my mercy pull and all that stuff, and it'll be grand. But it's just like a side thing that I'm working on right now. Doesn't really click with a lot of people, but that's how I have it. I don't pay for that stuff, obviously. So some people say I pay for it. Obviously, I don't. So you have a cool Hydra team with Wixwell, Titus, and Androck. Don't have put resist on champions. Nice. Yeah, if you have Androck, he's a big help, especially for Chimera. What update changes Plarium are you looking for? I would love for them to do the live arena. Allow us to play a live arena while we have background battles going. That would be the best. Best blessing for Artak, depending what you're using him on. Link to my Discord. Link to my Discord is here. Check that out if needed. You use 6 or 12 keys in Iron Twins every day. For this account, I use 12 keys. Just because gems are very low value to me, and the highest values is the Iron Twins. Iron Twins resources. I don't recommend people using the gems to buy 12. Here, I'll buy it right now. But lately, I've been doing this. Because gems are not as important as this resource for the soul stones. They're just not worth it to pay the gems for it. But of course, I use my 6. You should use 12 on Void Day for sure, because you're basically getting, you know, four regular days in one day, right? If you pay 150 gems or whatever. So Void Day is very, very nice. How's my Aphidus doing? You know what? Aphidus is actually really good. I used him for Hard Faction Wars, and that guy he's really good. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I was kind of disappointed when I pulled Aphidus because he was already a champion that was buffed, and he was not super relevant. And as a mythical champion, you know, you kind of want him to be like insane, and there's better mythical champions or whatever. But Aphidus has a very serviceable kit. Like on one side, he has crowd control and all that stuff, and on his main side, he hits pretty hard. So, you know, I just gear him out in like damage gear, and he actually hits pretty hard. He's unbooked and everything. He hits really good. And he's a huge help in Hard Faction Wars because, you know, crowd control, right? So Aphidus, actually pretty good. Just as a mythical, you know, he's a little bit lackluster relative to like the best ones, of course. Sorry, 1 second here. Do you have... It would be nice. Do you have a spot for my friend? Top 10 client. Yeah. What champion do you think the relic that increases HP burn is better on? Artak or Drexar? Artak for sure, because he can detonate his own HP burns, so he's going to get more HP burn activations than Drexar. Drexar is very passive, right? Like Drexar applies the burns, and then the boss has to take turns to take burn damage. But Artak can, you know, push his own HP burn damage, so it's good. Better on Artak. Can you show Taras build, please? Just got him. Nice, congratulations. Taras is super fun, super powerful. But you know what? I don't even use Taras anymore. Sad thing, man. I don't use Taras anymore. That's really sad. And, you know, that's just kind of like the state of things, right? He hits super hard. You know, he's hard to deal with. But you know what? I don't use him anymore. There's better champions that, well, I mean, like there's situations where I use different champions, but I find myself not using Taras often at all now. If ever, to be honest. I'll show you my Taras in a second here. I'm 500 points away from Quintus. How good of a champion is he? PvE, PvP. Better in one area than the other. He's actually not too bad in both areas. He's decent in Hydra. He can do quite a bit of damage for Hydra. For PvP, he has that passive or mastery negate on his A3, I think. So he can be pretty strong against some passive heavy champions. So like champions that rely on their passives for, like, you know, for example, like Taras, damage mitigation, right? So he, shuts that down. My Trost is for PvE now, so I use him for like some Hydra teams. I have him currently in my event dungeon team, but he's a 9-piece merciless. It's not my best gear or anything like that, but this works for him. He's running Golden Elixir to do the event dungeon, 6-star Crushing Ren. I think that just makes sense. So he's pushing. I mean, he's pushing like 70% ignore defense against the PvE bosses. So pretty good. Yeah, that's my Taras. I used to have him in my Empress gear. So my Empress basically took all of Taras's gear. So you can kind of get an idea of what my Taras would have had. Actually, he might still have the preset here. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, so this is roughly what my Taras was rocking, right? Like stone skin, lethal, 290 speed, 350 crit damage, 100k HP, somewhere around there. Yeah, he was pretty packed for my account, but like I said, I don't use him much anymore. Best believe my Fabian is weak hitting 8 out of 10 times. One last question for me. Painkeeper will work at 50. Um, for Iron Twins, yeah. I think for Cruzen's team, you need them to do damage. What are the counters to Nice? Marius can counter Nice, but it's hard to counter Nice. Sigfrin, Sigfrin, UDK actually counters Sigfrin pretty good. UDK, because UDK just eats his big smack, right? He just eats his big smack. Actually, I want to play some more live arena. I have tokens, so let's play. Um, yeah, his painkeepers were insane. Close to like 500 crit damage and 600 resist. That's when you actually see stats. His account is over the top. Yeah, his account's like, his account's like 1 in 1, like the top 100 accounts in the entire game, right? So, and even higher than that, maybe the top 50 accounts, maybe even higher. I don't know. Supposed to have titles, couldn't finish an event because I fell asleep. Oh no, the dreaded sleep. Sorry, man, that sucks. Show us your Aphidus in action. We demand it happen. Hey, what's up, Viper? How are you? Gear idea for Valkyrie. Using for Hydra. Valkyrie for Hydra is really tough because if they steal the counterattack stuff, it's very deadly. You don't want them to steal the counterattack stuff for sure. I like picking Empress against Fabian here because the lockout doesn't hurt Empress. He's also like one of my few like mythical DPS champions. Yeah, Rotos can counter nice. Yeah, Rotos can counter nice. Block buffs, Bells or Ugo. Bells I think is slight upgrade over Ugo. Oh, this is interesting. Hmm. I wonder if he banned CP. All right. He's kind of smart here. I don't think my CP. It might. I mean, we have the 6-star banner, but we have no speed lead. So he has Fabian for a 19% speed lead. I'm pretty sure his Fabian is not 390 plus speed. If his Fabian's 390 plus speed, then he goes first. Oh man, the fear. The fear, guys. The fear. Oh, that was so nasty, man. Oh. For my Valkyrie, I use lethal, but I don't use them for Hydra. I forgot that I didn't expect the Fabian to come in and and yeah, I didn't expect the fear from the Taras. That was the first thing, and then I didn't expect the Fabian to come in and CC the Sulfurion. It's that worked out about the same. Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't planning on boosting to avoid the Queen's passive, but I didn't expect the Fabian to CC my guys. So it didn't work out exactly as planned. Would have worked out. Okay, let's try again. Maybe use our attack for Spider and Ice Golem. For Ice Golem, Brimstone's not going to do too much. You could use. I mean, Brimstone could help against Spider, but gonna go first, or he wants to go first. No banner though. There's his banner. All right, let's get rid of that. I think we got this. When do you usually get leaks or info about the next fusion? Fuck, sheep for real, eh? Oof, that's a big one. Decreased attack. Swap. Swap. He has fear and decreased attack. Shouldn't be able to kill anybody. And that's over. Oh, gotta be careful here. There we go. No block damage. Yeah, probably more from the R base. Yeah, that's interesting. Uh Roshgar, what do you think about him? Roshgar Tower? He has a 4-turn block damage. I mean, could be useful for some teams like Clan Boss and stuff. I think he might be used in Iron Twins. Maybe you could use him there. Painkeeper. If you have an unkillable team, then yes, Painkeeper can work for Clan Boss 50 at level 50. I used to do that too. Actually, I still use level 50 Painkeepers for my Iron Twins team. Losing the 94, yeah. Double Exo is super good. Double shield growth, double extender. Nice, yeah, for sure. Mid game player, would you build Ornn for Dragon hard, or would you try and build an entire team to beat it? Good question. Dragon usually is the easiest one to progress in, so progressing high in it is easier than the other dungeons. But Ornn with really good gear can still solo some of the mid stages, but you still need some pretty good gear on it. I think I would just keep Ornn for like normal farming and then try to build a team for Dragon moving forward. Like for example, like Mithrala, which is like free champion, can do Dragon Heart pretty easily. So pick her up, and then she can do it. You can do it with a team, right? Just make a team, then you can do it. Shield set necessary for Titus growth to work. Shield set necessary. It makes things easier because you start off with a bigger shield, so you start growing it easier. The other way you can get a shield from a set would be basically blood shield accessory, right? That's the other way to build a shield from a set from gear. Because then you can have a shield from gear, you can have a shield from a skill, and you can have a shield from a relic, right? So magma shield, blood shield accessory, or shield set, not bolster set, or a shield from a skill. So Wixwell's A3 is a shield casting ability, right? So you can have 3 shields that you can build all the way to the maximum. If you have all 3, you're just going to deal tons and tons of damage. Basically, we're capped at 1 million HP shields. So you basically could have 3 1 million HP shields. So you could have 3 million HP shield, and then your damage would scale off of that, right? Today was super funny on arena fights. Did 8 refreshes. Every single one had the whole page on Arbiter as leader. Okay. I mean, Arbiter is still so good, right? 2025. We love 4 pinpoint for Sifi right now. Grey Coast can be Iron Twins viable with his A3. Yep, yep. I think so, yeah. A good question. If Faction Wars hard now, the new grind, would it be better to use your LA medals on Faction Wars hard? Pretty cheap. Yeah, they're pretty cheap. They're pretty cheap. It really depends, right? Depends on what you need at that moment. It depends on what you need at that moment, right? Like if you're stuck at a stage, and then let's say you buy some medals for speed or whatever, but you're still hard stuck. Like at what point, at what point do the stats really help you, right, to get unstuck and push you past that level? So that's kind of what you need to like figure out, and that's the hard part of it, right? So I still like Wukong over. I don't know. I favor Wukong a lot because he has the speed aura. He hits super hard. He has a good passive. I still favor him a lot. In live arena, I should make him a 6-star. Thinking about it. Oh, can I outspeed this guy? I think so. I wasn't sure how both Wixwell shields would get grown. Wukong 300 plus speed. There we go. Let's go. Come on. Lock him out. Well, not Galathier. Galathier is not locked out, but. Alright, let's kill some stuff. Hmm. Should I just A1 his Marius? Or just kill everybody? I just kill everybody. Oh, what? What happened here? Not gonna He's not gonna bother reviving? Hmm. That's interesting. Was he locked out? I saw him get resisted. I don't know. I thought I saw him resist, but maybe he was locked out. Hey, we'll take that. We'll take that win. Yeah, correct. You must be at least gold 1 to be in seasons. But you can get there now. You can get to gold 1 now and then hop into seasons. That's the thing. It's not. Yeah. Marius. Oh, so Furion, yeah. Hmm. Here, we'll do this. I think I need one more speed booster. I want to make Lamassu my fourth speed booster, but I use her too often in other content, so I don't really want to swap her gear in and out. And she's only going to be like my fourth one, so I think this is pretty good. I mean, unless he runs Marichka on the last one, he needs a DPS. Like we have 4 wands on this team. 4 out of 5 champions have wands. So our mans might not be so strong here. Probably still ban our mans. I don't know. All right. So we should get first turn here. Should be over. Not locked out, so he gets the revive here. Oh, he doesn't go for the revive. A little bit interesting. One shot my team? No. Fudge. Sickening, man. Sickening, sickening, sickening. Sickening, sickening, sickening. Like, look at this fight, guys. He literally had zero business being in this fight, and then he gets the revive. He has a full, like, higher turn meter, and then he gets one shot and kills the whole team. It's freaking sickening, man. Ah, freaking sickening, dude. The other ringer is pretty solid speed booster. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's solid. Permaban Armans. 5-star blessing emergency heal to Banner. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Banner on Noelle is pretty solid. Yeah. You think Relic should be rewarded when playing PvP like blessings? Oh, should be revealed. At what stage in the game? At what stage in the fight should it be revealed? Like when you enter the fight or when you are picking the champions? That could be interesting, right? Still at it? Yeah, we're still at it. Go second is a strategy. I don't know if that was go second. I don't know if that was a go second strategy. One void and pulled Sir Nick. FML, I thought I was gonna get Suzanne. You thought you were gonna get Suzanne? Wow. Caroline's not faster. My Arbiter 600 accuracy and I face a full stone skin team. I get 40% turn meter boost on my whole squad. Nice. Yeah, it's definitely a champion you don't see too often. Gotta run the Fabes. Fabes here. Might still be okay. Our Sulfurion's over 400 speed, and we have the 6-star banner, so we should be okay. Oh, no 6-star banner. Oh fuck, no banner. I thought we were running Fabian this fight, but no banner. All right, all right, all right. I guess we're screwed. Feels bad, man. Feels like these I should win these fights, right? Feels like I should win these fights. Like this one's just not a great 5 here. How much did we do? We did 48 points, but we did 15 fights, right? We did 15 fights. So it's not that good. 47% win rate. Trying to tank his rating. Dude, man. Yeah, we did 15 fights, we get a 47% win rate. This is like just awful. Usually this is not case. Not the case, guys. You've been thinking about swapping clans for a year, but they seem to be hard stuck in certain areas. Yeah, unfortunately, like clans, having the proper clan is a really big, you know, big thing for your success, right? I guess. So. Whoa, thank you so much. Insomnia, $5. Hope all is well. Coffee on me. You're my favorite streamer. You inspired me to make RSL content. Uploads coming this month. Awesome. Hey, looking forward to that, man. Let me know. Let me know. Send me a DM. Would love to check it out, man. Thank you so much for the coffee. Appreciate that very much. All right. You know what? We're gonna be doing some. Let's do some live arena on the alt account, and this might be. You guys can watch me struggle a little bit more, but I did put some work into this alt account. So this is my alt account. This is actually my first account. It's 3 months older than my main account. Free to play as well. And yeah, we put a little bit of work into the live arena roster. Let's go. Start it up. Gentlemen, yep. I know this is gentlemen. Yep. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. So on this account, we have a 6-star Armans. Whichever showed up first, Armans or Fabian. We went for the Armans on this account. The roster is a little bit different, so you guys might be interested. Unfortunately, like I lean pretty hard on these two still. I do have a Sulfurion on this account, and I do have an Arbiter, so those are the other two boosters. I do use Noel on this account. And I do have a Rat on this account. So let's see what happens. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I don't really use this account too often, so I do have a Hegemon in this account as well. Oh, it's interesting setup here, but without the CP, it's like chopping his legs off, right? Like he just doesn't have anything after the CP. No block debuffs, no revive, no boost for Rotos. That's true. Yeah, waiting for the Titus meta to settle down a little bit could be good. Yeah, a lot of things are going to change. A lot of people are going to move around. I would imagine too. Did I trigger Rotos? Really? Really? I triggered Rotos? Come on, man. Oh, he got wanded. Get wanded. Get wanded. I love to get Lamasu, and this clan is punching above its weight class because we have five top guys, and the rest are new players. Yeah, Lamasu. Yeah, some clans are just gonna, I speak to some guys, and they say like their clan has like no chance winning Siege because they have too many points, and their clan is not coordinated. And then they have no chance of getting like Lamasu. It's just so yeah, so it's really tough, right? And then you have to force to leave and all that stuff. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you for the coffee. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support all the time. Thank you, man. So much work playing two accounts? Sure is, man. Sure is. You have a chance to snipe me on this account, but I won't. Let's go, man. Do it. Doesn't matter. Rat is amazing. Have mine at Stone Skin. Pinpoint. Love it when people try to sheep him and fail. Yeah, Rat's really good. The only reason I don't use him on my main account is because I don't have a blessing for him. But on this account, I have a 5-star blessing on him. And he's a killer in like PvE content. Like a lot of stuff, he's really, really good. For this account, like definitely lean on him quite a bit. I'm going to try to use Hegemon in this account. This fight, sorry. So I'm going to go a little slower here. I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to take it slow. Okay, guys? Let's see. Take it slow. Go for her. Yeah, I love Empress. Empress is very nice. He's very nice. Very nice champion. And then we will go with this guy. I mean, the Heffret can blast us. He's gonna kill the Hegemon, but ideally we kill everything on his team, even if the Wukong's still there, and the UDK will check the Wukong. There we go. Everybody's dead. There you go. GG. Uh, can you use Titus A3 on a Wixwell boss team because it has ally protection, making him deal more damage? Making him take more damage. Yeah, if you build him with high crit damage, then he will take more damage from the ally protection that he places. Um, I mean, it might still be good, might still be beneficial, but yeah, that's something to consider for sure. Unlikely he takes Sulfurion. See where this goes. The alt account is stronger than the main. Yeah, maybe. So he's going for Rotos. Okay. Still need a DPS. This should be pretty strong against Rotos. So he can't just ban. Like if he just bans UDK, we still have Harima is very strong against Rotos. I think in this fight, probably still ban Sifi. Oh. Oh, Okay. Oh, this guy's in tough. He's in tough, man. He's got to break this UDK. He's got to break this UDK. He's in tough for sure. Only 5-star miracle heal for Hydra. Suggestions how to deal with destroy max HP if I change your blessing. You don't. You don't deal with destroy max HP, to be honest. Yeah, you just kind of let it happen. You kill the head off, and then that's it. So, you know what? If I just A1, I mean, if I just block revive this Rotos, the game's over. Damn, he's gonna get the full team back here. You haven't put a mythic on the alt yet? No, I haven't. No. Just the free stuff. Just the free guys. So Carnage, Empress. Damn, I need a turn. That's the problem here. Petrification on the UDK is a good thing. It keeps them alive longer. Um yeah, this Fabian's gonna be a little bit annoying here. Because he has CC from Fabian, he has CC from Noel. You look how much damage he's doing, 10k. He's doing 10k damage. He might actually win this. Because we're like CC'd so hard here. The UDK is helping us, right? Because he's getting petrified all the time, but we can't keep him alive. And we're just getting feared. We're getting CC, feared. Oh, she got wanded. Okay, maybe this helps. Look at this damage reduction. 3k. 1.8k. Locked out again. Feared again. Yeah, I mean, eventually the UDK is gonna die, right? Eventually he'll die. And then yeah, it's gonna be easy pickings, but this Harima. This Harima needs to do something. Like needs to get the A2 going, kill this Rotos off. Oh, look at that heal. I mean, we could still get him. We could still get him. So much CC, yeah. Yeah, the thing is like he's weak affinity. Being weak affinity, like it's gonna be even harder to kill the Fabian off, I think. At this point I think we probably lose. The UDK broke through. It's it feels like you know what I mean? Like feels like it's a fight that you probably should win. Like feels like a fight that you probably should win, but you just get so out CC'd. Like just insane. The mythic gear, yeah, mythic gear, that's just an energy cap thing, right? Eventually you'll get it. It just takes a bunch of energy. Richka. What's he made a mythical version of Rotos? After watching that, he needs a buff. uh, is there anyone else besides Brogni, Wixwell that can use for Titus, or is he on the back burner for now? Um, yeah, like I said, there. Bronco made a video where you don't need a shield grower. You can just use a blood shield accessory, so that's something that you can look into. Um, use do this. Narcissus not too bad against the Harima. But yeah, without Brogni or Wixwell, you're not going to be doing like insane amounts of damage, but you'll probably still be doing all right. I don't think we can really deal with Volcanos. It's probably fine. My Empress is strong enough, but maybe not. Maybe not. Weak affinity against Duchess. You got 3 revivers. Might not be strong enough, but if we can block revive the Harima somehow, then maybe okay. Meadow Shaper. Problem is, can I even do a team Bronco showcase? Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing for sure. Well, that's interesting. I didn't think my Armans would be stronger than would be faster than the CP there. Boing. All right. Come out. Nope. Oh, this is our chance. Can we A1 this guy to death? See if we can do it. No, it didn't work. Damn. Now his Marichka is gonna recover, and it's all gonna be. She can only A1. Harima's also locked out too. Oh, she slept herself with the wand. Oh, that literally saved this guy's match. That literally saved this guy's match because I would have just A1 the Harima and then he would have no damage dealer. A little bit weird. I don't know. I didn't. I mean, now he's still kind of in it, but anyways, I think we're looking pretty good here. His Marichka has resistance. One shot. There we go. All right, so the Marichka is not going to revive anybody, so that's good. Eventually, she will Harima will wake up, and then we can A1 her. You're going to try a double Wixwell team? I think that's the best, right? Wixwell can extend and grow in one move. That's amazing. Everyone's block revived. Dude, guy needs to quit. Can I block revive a sheep? I can't. Dead. Do you think Balor is worth 12 to 15 sacreds? I think it's going to be way more than that. Probably closer to 20. Hate to do a champ training tomorrow, man. Clarium sucks at times. With that, won't get to play with Titus until then. Yeah, I mean, you could build him outside of it. It's probably not so bad, but damn, he took Embreeze. That sucks. He went down with his ship, yeah. Yeah, I think Balor's gonna be like 20. His soul's gonna be expensive. I don't know who's gonna go for everything. I think like the Krakens will go for the mythic mats. 100%. I think that's probably the best. It might be the best bang for your buck to go for the mythic mats. I need a cleanser here. I need a DPS champion too. Times. Everybody will be protected from torment, so we're okay. Now I don't know if my rat is strong enough without the plus attack to kill stuff. Might not be. I don't know. It might not be. What? He stole my stone skin? Oh my god, man. That was such a funny animation, man. That was such a funny animation. Did you see that? Empress just like transformed and then he just like passed out, like falling backwards. Oh man, that was so funny. Such a funny animation. It's funny animation, man. Oh man. Let's do a couple more. We'll get the chest here. We'll get the big chest. Yumiko portrait. So this guy's part of the VIP club. Here in the lower level, you keep the more optimum damage also. So do I level him up? No, you want lower HP on him because the HP calculation and his damage is kind of weird. So the more HP you have, the lower shield multiplier you get. But you obviously gain stats from being 60, you gain masteries and stuff like that. So obviously, you probably want to level them up, right? So I would say so. You probably want to level him up. We're not going first against this guy. So we need a different strategy. Go second strategy. Good morning, Hayden. Good morning. I had my team killed by Carnage returning Nishak bombs and spreading. Whoa, how is that possible? Will this do anything? I don't know if this is gonna do anything. Hegemon against this crew? I don't think so. So I'm going to do this. And hopefully my Wukong will do something. Hopefully my Wukong will do something. That's the plan right now. Hopefully my Wukong will do something. I was thinking about popping 900 gems for the masteries and testing him at 5-star level 1, to be honest. You could probably math it out. I don't know what defense levels he's at 5-star. I don't know what defense you're giving up, right? Because you're giving up defense scaling in exchange for HP, like negative scaling, I guess. So I don't know. Oh, that Marius got shut down there big time. The wand, man. It's the wand meta, guys. Wand meta. Oh, here we go. What's Alaz gonna do? Is he gonna kill everybody? He's only gonna kill this guy. He's only gonna kill Fabian. But Fabian already did his thing. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna steal your stuff. And then I'm gonna blast you. VIP club, guys, versus this. Oh, man. But you know what happened? Like, he lost to the wand. He lost to the wand. So, Marius probably shouldn't have used the A3. He should have just used his A2 without buffing himself and then risking getting stunned. And then maybe he would have done something. But honestly, like, he would have only killed Wukong and maybe Fabian. We still had Stone Skin on everybody, right? So, he probably wouldn't have killed anybody. But and then we would have gotten a turn. If Fabian survived, he would have gotten a turn because he had all the supersonic buffs from his buffs. Yeah, so he needed not to use the A3. If he didn't use the A3, maybe the Gurugo gets a turn and then he strips and then the Alaz kills everybody. That's probably the only way he wins. Otherwise, there was no way. Because once he gets stunned, Fabian does his thing and then it's just lights out. It's over. We got this chest. Nothing. Do one more fight, get the big chest. Karate chopped his PC. Yeah, I mean, you know, the wand is a standard legendary relic, right? So OP. So OP. The problem with the wand, I think, is that it's the way the game it's the way the game reads the crowd control. Basically, it takes into effect the crowd control before it lands against the opponent. If that makes sense. So you're placing the crowd control, but it doesn't need to land on the opponent. So the opponent can have stone skin and protects themselves from crowd control, but then the wand still will send it back. So I think the wand shouldn't do that. I think the wand should only repel crowd control when it actually lands on you, right? But the wand acts first before it actually lands on you. I think that must be a mistake. Like, to be honest, like it only makes sense if it's a mistake. If it's not a mistake, then I think that's just terrible. Like, that's just overpowered, right? Because it doesn't need to land. It doesn't need to land, and it can still be bounced back to you. So, yeah, it's a problem for sure. Yeah, like thinking about that, like that wand probably shouldn't work the way it should. And then the crown of corruption probably shouldn't work the way it should, to be honest. Like 5% on your total speed makes no freaking sense, man. Yeah, the wand working the way it does, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. It shouldn't be that way. And like I have to use it, right? Like it's just so strong. It's like, and for me, like I think for most people, it's more accessible than the mythical, anything else. Interesting is using Hegemon. I was gonna use Hegemon too. I was gonna use Hegemon too, but he beat me to it. It's a little annoying. I think we'll use the same strategy here. We have Stone Skin on everybody, so we're not too worried about Hegemon. Getting locked out is a bit of a pain. Could get stripped. Locked out's a little bit of a pain, but we should eventually win. That's the thing, right? We should eventually win. Hegemon's gonna kill the Arbiter and the Wukong, and then he's gonna lock out. He's probably gonna lock out one of our guys, but then the Wukong's gonna bounce back and then just one shot his whole team. Like eventually, even Empress could one shot his whole team too because he's a mythical champion. He doesn't get stopped by this cooldown reduction, right? Okay, so he didn't go for the kill, probably because he saw all the stone skin. Like at this point, it's like, okay, I guess we lose. This is how I felt like for a year, like for basically a year. You know what I mean? Like I had like basically this team, I had Warlord. I leaned on Warlord really hard. And that's basically how I felt. You do all this stuff, you lock them out, you go first, but then all it takes is the mythical champion just transforms and it just one shots your whole team. Like it's not not ideal. Oh, some 6-star gear here. Not good, not good. I mean, rate glove. You could make a set. You could make. Ooh, this one could be okay. But impulse, no speed. It's not that good. Impulse with speed. There we go. That's something. All right. That's probably enough live arena for this account for a little while. I think we're good here. All right. Thor is a good example because his passive CC will trigger stuff before he does his skill to trigger his passive. Yeah, I think that's gotta be a mistake. HP burns irresistible if you have stone skin. I lost earlier somebody actually using him as one of their 2 strippers. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Interesting. You're a noob struggling to find better than uncommon gear. Where should you be farming? Okay. You probably be in campaign. Campaign is perfectly fine. Like when you need to farm, like for example, in the beginning, speed gear, you get it from this stage. Ideally you want speed boots, 5-star, 6-star. 6-star is only from Nightmare. You want speed boots, speed sets in the beginning, and then you probably need to build like your lifesteal gear. Where's lifesteal? Oh, here we go, lifesteal gear. Yeah, you probably need to build lifesteal set if you want to do like clan boss. That's just the way it is. Lifesteal is really helpful, especially if you don't have leech for clan boss. After that, after you get like a working set on a couple champions, then you just go to the dungeon. You're going to be doing Dragon's Lair, most likely, right? You're doing your normal grind. Just go as high as you can, but don't spend too much crazy energy here. In the beginning, you should be training champions, building them to 60, getting masteries. That's how you make your account stronger. Farming, like, shitty ass, like, normal gear on stage, like, 12 or something, is just not going to do anything for you, right? You shouldn't be investing huge amounts of energy farming, like, low levels, like, 4-star gear and stuff, so. Just a word of warning there. This account, I'm farming 27. Just can't be bothered to go any higher. 27 is a really fast farm, and it's 100%. So I just farmed 27 on this account. You guys can see the team that I'm running. It's kind of fun. Garo in LA when? No. No Garo in LA. Oh, this run's not looking too good. It should be 100%. Here you go. Oh, really? Teox actually got blown up there. Usually that's not the case. There we go. Boom. 32 seconds faster than 16 seconds. If Teox didn't die there on the first hit, then we can get some magic here. My Teox is pretty built out on this account. Big smacks. Oh yeah, you stole the stone skin here too. Oh, there you go. Reduction. Sometimes you'll steal the stone skin, which is nasty. Oh, Teox. Fabian also shouldn't be able to counterattack on enemies' counterattacks under fear and true fear. I thought they fixed that because they had something like Marius used to do that too. Like he would counterattack on counterattacks, and I think they fixed that. I thought they fixed that kind of stuff. It shouldn't happen. Wand will reflect. Yeah, Wand. 100% crazy that trash Fabian does that. Bronco shared a video of Titus expanding shield with blood shield without Wixwell and only 2 buff extenders for safety. Yep, yep. And it's definitely doable without Wixwell or Brogni, but it just takes longer and you do less damage. But it could be the best you have. So I'm gonna use my garbage uncommon gear to farm 60s. I mean, in the beginning, you gotta do what you gotta do. You got your lifesteal gear from your free login stuff, from your daily logins. You should be using the lifesteal gear, a lot. So you should be using that on your best champion. It's faster than Wixwell, probably around 2 to 3 A3s for Titus. Okay, I need to check out the video. I haven't looked at it yet, but I've been hearing that people have been talking about that video and how it works with Blood Shield, but I haven't experienced it myself. What's up, Ace? How are you, man? Welcome. We're on a road to Gold 3. Level 75. Oh my goodness. This guy he's working hard, man. 36 points already in live arena. He's working hard. Is it worth the energy to level 1 star to 2 star or use them as XP? What happens is you have to balance between using shards and because if you just use your mystery shards for food, you're gonna run out of mystery shards. That's the thing, right? So you have to kind of balance it out a little bit. Um, is it worth it? You don't get a lot of points for it, but then you save mystery shards and you grind you get mystery shards, right? So when you do campaign and stuff, you get mystery shards. Um, could you use Fighty? Fighty can work as a reset, but nobody can reset Fighty. So the only champion that can be reset is Yumiko. Um, so anybody without Yumiko can't, do the resetting stuff. So then we'll have to think of another way, right? Sorry, let me figure this out first. He has this death brand thing, which is a little bit annoying. Baron is his only DPS, so he's relying on the queen. I don't know. And Cora helps with the CC here, but my whole raid time has been great because of you. Okay. Okay, man. Okay, that's great, man. Great to hear. Oh, Crown of Corruption today, assuming best for speed booster in arena. Yes. Congratulations. Ah, damn it. Try to get fancy there. Try to get fancy. Try to one-shot the queen, and then we have no fears, but... Oh, he's locked out. All right. I mean, he's level 75. He just doesn't have the gear, right? He has cool champions, but he just doesn't have the gear to do anything. You have Chris, Wixwell, Mikage, Anchorite, Mad Hatter, Valerie, Hellfrey. Who would be the best for a team with Titus? Uh, Frisk, Wixwell, Hatter. I mean, you can run all those guys. Mikage, you could run. You could run like all four of them. But it really depends what else you have, right? What else you running, what else you're using and stuff. That's a lot of options for you. Cool champs, no DPS, yeah. Yeah, I would say like against like players like this, level 94, level 75, like my account is way more stacked. Even though I don't give this account any attention, it still has 5+ years of and it still has like 5+ years of grinding, right? Even casual-ish grinding is still a lot of grinding. You pulled the toad. Congratulations, man. The toad is super cool. I wouldn't say the toad is like super useful, but he looks cool. Oh, Commodus here. Pretty stacked level 94 account. Um, yep. Pretty stacked level 94 account. Do we go first? I would imagine we would go first here. Yeah, I mean the Toad is a good kit. He has a good kit, but I don't necessarily see him, you know, breaking in any like top teams or anything like that, but he definitely has a pretty cool kit. Uh let's try this out. This cat is scary though. We should go first. He has no banner. We have a banner. We should have way better gear than him. Remember to place Krisk second in slot. Since his passive will apply decrease attack before your team takes the rest of the damage from the boss. It just works counterintuitive to his ally protection because you want his ally protection at the end. So you kind of have to pick your situation or whatever. Did I trigger his passive? I don't remember. You can't buy mythic souls. I mean, I guess you could if you spent a ton of money. Who is the Toad? Arok or something, or Amok. Amok. He's one of the brand new champions. I think he's available right now. Okay, I triggered it now. Lost because of fear, guys. The fear cost me. What? This guy's not going for the revive? This guy lost his mind? What happened here? How come he didn't go for the revive? Yo, man, how come you didn't go for the revive, man? You're gonna kill me with Fabian. You're fighting against Necrosis. He's gonna kill me with Fabian. Yo, this guy, I don't know what this guy's thinking, man. I don't know what his thinking was, dude. He's gonna try to solo me with Fabian. So funny, man. Because couldn't Galathir just revive? He's not block revived, right? Like the cat? Maybe the cat was block revived? No, he wasn't. He wasn't block revived. Poor guy, man. Yeah, because then, yeah, he wasn't block revived. Galathir needed to revive him for him to have a chance. Otherwise, he's just trying to solo us with Fabian against the Necrosis. I think Necrosis would have killed him anyways. But yeah, he decided to transform his Galathir. And he started taking all these extra turns and then just eating the Necrosis stacks. Yeah, I mean, he'll learn. See, that's the thing, right? Like when you see like somebody with low live arena points, it just means they haven't played the format that much. The more you play, the better you get, right? So you just gain more experience. No, no, no. He just needs to play. He just needs to play. He doesn't need a count takeover. He just needs to play. Getting locked out again. Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot of strategy involved for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of strategy involved. I don't know about this champion, whether he's good or not. I don't know. Brony? I've seen this guy a couple times, but you hoping for a Garo buff in August? Yeah, man. I told the developers, man. I told the developers my SAP story. I was like, hey, you guys should probably think about how how you guys want to give out, mythical champions to players that don't spend money in the game. It's kind of ridiculous that it took me 2 years to get a mythical champion free to play. And then I was like, oh, I just pulled my first mythical. And the dev was like, oh, what'd you get? And I was like, oh, Garo. And then the dev was like, oh. Like he kind of knew, right? He kind of knew. He kind of knew, right? He kind of knew. I was like, oh, Garo. And then he just kind of like, was like silent. He didn't say like, oh, grats, or oh, nice one, or oh, whatever. He just kind of like, oh. So he kind of knew, like, And I was like, oh, just so you guys, maybe top of mind for your next, mythical buff, consider Garrel, so I threw her out there. So, hopefully it sticks in the dev's mind, right? Um, Never know. I mean, she's up for it, man. She's up for it, dude. She freaking sucks. She sucks so bad. She's up for it. But yeah, it was a funny reaction from the dev. And it's funny that he asked about it, right? He was like genuinely curious. And I told him it took me 204 primal shards, and it took me like almost 2 years. Like it took me 20 months. No joke, it did take me 20 months to get my first mythical champion from a primal shard. And I was like, hey man, like, this is kind of ridiculous, right? Like, and they kind of agreed, and they said they will probably look into the economy of it all, right? So something for them to think about. Yeah, the story's true. Yeah, the story's true. Yeah, Brony needs Furad needs he needs a buff too. He needs a buff. I don't have him or anything. I don't know what you'd use him for, but I think people are complaining about his secondary form that sucks. I don't know, but I can tell you that Garrel sucks. For sure, Garrel sucks. Garrel, for a mythical champion, look at this. Garrel has, what is this? She has two skills. She has two skills in her transform form. Like, what the hell, man? You have a hit and a hit. She sucks. She does nothing, man. She's supposed to be a damage dealer, but she doesn't hit hard enough. Brony is underwhelming. Yeah, Brony is underwhelming. Playing mythicals, but bought some shards as well. But the remnants are killing me. 0 mythicals out of 28 primal shards. The remnants, yeah. I pulled Aphidus from my remnant shard, which is very fortunate, right? Like at 2.5% or something. Hero passive that boosts either stat. What's his passive? When he attacks, 25% chance to team up with them. I mean, I guess this could be strong, right? This is strong. It's a lot of damage over a long period of time. The trigger 50%? Yeah, that could be strong, yeah. Yeah, cool character model, yeah. For sure. Did the devs touch upon the 2 buffs per month? We brought it up. We brought it up how they should be, like, doing more balances per month, and how basically doing 2 per month is like not enough. And then they basically gave us, like, the standard workaround answer, like saying, oh, you can't over adjust too many things because it impacts blah blah blah, you need testing, blah blah blah. We also don't want to do like big sweeping changes without knowing how it's going to impact this and that, which is fair, right? Which is fair. Like, they don't want to make too big of a change that's going to mess something up. But it doesn't, I mean, stuff gets messed up all the time. That's the thing, right? Like, they can do something small, still messes stuff up. Like, they don't need to do something big to mess something up. That's the thing. They can do something small and still mess something up. And they mess stuff up all the time. That's the thing. They mess stuff up all the time, regardless. So it's just a workaround answer. But the underlying answer is basically they don't want to rework old champions. They want to sell you the new champions. They don't want to rework old champions and make them useful so that you don't pull new champions. They want to make new champions to sell them to you. That is the hidden answer that everyone should know. And it's pretty obvious, right? That's why they don't fix old champions. Why would they bother fixing old champions that people already have? Why? And you should not expect them to fix them in any meaningful way, to be honest. Right? Unless they're like really, really bad. Like, you shouldn't expect them to fix old champions in any meaningful way. Yeah. So like, you could fix them so that they're like a little bit more usable, so that the person that's still progressing that has them can kind of use them for something now. But they're not going to be super meaningful unless they're mythicals, right? Mythicals people are chasing for and they're upset about it, and then you get them buffed up to be relevant. That makes more sense. But like old legendary champions, nah, forget it, right? That's why they don't even talk about like epics and stuff. They don't even talk about epics. They don't even talk about balancing epics. How do you feel about Aphidus? I think he's great. He has two good kits in one champion, and that's great. But he's a mythical. He's a mythical, right? So you just expect more from him. But I was talking earlier in the stream that he's great. He works very well in hard faction wars. He hits super hard, and I don't even have him booked. So he's good. If they messed it up, it's not hard to change things. I don't know. I don't know. That is now in the game. Cadaver 2 will revert to the Cadaver nerf. Yeah, why not? But the thing is, Titus is a Void champion, right? So people will pull Void shards to get multiple Tituses to get more stats. So they can sell a Titus. They can't sell Cadaver. Like, here you go, guys. Pull some rare champions to get your rare champion, right? You know what I mean? Like, they can't sell Cadaver. They can sell Titus. That's the thing. And plus, Hydra's in a state now where having like a ridiculous damage dealing champion creep up, it's kind of okay, right? Because Hydra's kind of fucked up anyways. But the fact is that Titus is going to be super strong in Chimera too, right? Titus is just going to be super strong in Chimera as well. And he's super strong in Clan Boss. And he has a mechanic that only he has. Like, technically only he has this working, right, for himself. So in the future, whatever content they release, you have to consider Titus and his special mechanic, right? Until they nerf him. Which they might. They might still nerf him, but I don't know. Was Wixwell Fusion? Yes, he was. There's too many champions to buff. Yes, that's true. Look at Balar and how good he is. Yep. I did get lucky in the last 2X. Primals got Commodus in 23, 4 months in the game. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Commodus is great. He's mostly for PvP, but I mean, he's a monster in PvP. Epics are like the toys you see in the toy store. You were way too sour on Aphidus before you tried him. I'm glad you came on. Yeah, no, for sure. I was just kind of disappointed, right? You know what I mean? I know Aphidus is a good champion. He has two good champion kits in one champion, which is great. But as a mythical, he's on the bottom quarter. I would say bottom quarter of the mythicals, right? He just doesn't see any use, but for my account anyways. But anybody that pulls him, he's going to be great. Second form, CC, first form damage, good. Will you do a video for Titus and show him in Hydra and other dungeons? I have some content on Titus already from the test server from my first test, before everyone even got their hands on it. A lot of it still rings true. Obviously, things are going to get optimized as we go on, as more people get their hands on Titus. So I will do some more videos on Titus as I build him out myself. Test server access is over, so I can't go on test server anymore. So we'll have to build him out on live server and play him out here. They aren't selling Titus, they're selling Magma Shield Mythical. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's another thing too, right? So you have a champion released that makes something that people didn't want now very good, right? Magma Shield, right? So Magma Shield's standard set, so people will get Magma Shields eventually. Oh, thanks, Jordan. Yeah, thank you. I have the Magma Shield actually. On my main account, I have the Magma Shield. It's good. It's good. I use it for PvP. The game is made for the company and is for profit. They will complain less. Exactly. Exactly. But it's still fun to complain. Still fun to complain. Wasted all your shards on Grey Coast. Wish I would have known they would have been another guarantee. That's okay. I mean, you have Balar and Grey Coast. It's fine. Getting the champion is the hardest part. Getting the champion is the hardest part. That's not the guaranteed part, right? Because you can always build the soul. The soul is, basically a guarantee. If you play the game long enough, you'll get the soul in the end, right? But the champion is not a guarantee. So getting the champion is the hardest part. So you got the champion, it's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. Can't blame them because he's a free mythical champion. Plarium tends to lower the value of their free champions. True, yeah, true. Test server ended forever? No, it just there's periods of time where we're allowed on it. It's a very short period of time, and that's it. So it's over now, I think. Hopes on new faction. They mentioned a new faction is coming in the spring of next year. So you know they'll give us a heads up because people need to complete Lydia. They need to know, right? But it's coming in the spring of 2026. We have no idea what it is. They said it's not pirates. Um, they said it's not pirates. It's not aliens. It's not. What did they say? I forgot what they said. Not goblins or something. But they told us what it wasn't. Well, not robots. Sorry, not robots. People were guessing it was robots or something, but it's not robot pirates. Nothing like that. So they kind of said that jokingly, but and they already know what the faction is. So they said it would be. They said it would make sense when they reveal it. So. Calamitous on your first pick, then Crixia, 15 shard, my first and second mythical dupe. Nice. Wow. Dupes already, yeah. You'll complain and log in multiple times a day. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's a bad relation. It's an abusive relationship. 2 guarantees in a row. We haven't seen that before. Yeah, that's true. They're tapping us out, that's for sure. They're milking this event. There's no void champion, so it's there's no void champion in this campaign. Kind of interesting. Did you see Cruzen's video with Yumiko Reset, Lamasu, Glaciade? Any Veil alternative for Glaciade? Duchess. Duchess would be the most obvious one. Duchess is not going to be as good. That's the thing. Because Duchess provides less buffs and her passive doesn't boost damage. So she's going to be way less damage. But you got the Veil, you got the block debuffs. Yeah, I think that's about it. Duchess would be a very, very straightforward replacement. Glacea Soul Guide, if she's good in your opinion. She has a cleanse. She can be okay against in faction wars, I think. Glacea. I think she has a cleanse here. Oh, sorry, block debuffs. And then freeze. I mean, this can be okay, right? In wave-based content can be okay, but her passive just doesn't do anything. She was kind of built. People were kind of using him to like shut down warlords and stuff back in the day, but this doesn't do anything. The 50% chance, of denying the cooldown effect is not good enough. And then freezing that champion is not good enough because that champion would have locked out your team already. So what this needs to be is basically this needs to be 100% chance of denying the cooldown effect, or this effect needs to happen before the freezing. The freeze needs to happen before the enemy locks you out. So basically, if the enemy attempts to lock you out, you should freeze them. And then if they somehow resist the freeze, then you have a 50% chance of shutting down the cooldown effect completely. I don't know. It should be something like that. But the way it works out right now, it just doesn't work. So Glacea is just, she does nothing. She does nothing. But block debuff's okay. Weaken. And then, you guys bit of CC here is okay. But yeah, 4-turn cooldown, not the best as well. She just nothing. Not that good. Faction wars, maybe, if you're desperate. Is Lydia too good to pass on? Lydia was introduced in 2020. She's still used to this day. So she has aged perfectly. Her her decreased defense and weaken still the best in the business because it applies 2 buffs along with 2 debuffs. She also has the poison sensitivity, and then she has the passive, which is still very unique to her. So very good champion, definitely worth using. I use mine on both accounts still everywhere. Her passive still makes her very special. This is still the best in the business, 3-turn cooldown. And then she has this poison sensitivity, which not a lot of champions have. How close are you to getting Polara? I'm about 700 in. I'll show you guys my main account again. About 700 in, maybe less. Yeah, 650. Sorry, I'm at 650. You can just kind of check out like what I'm at. 45, 45, 59. So undead, I'm close. Night Rev. I can probably do better. I can do better on all these, to be honest. But some of these I don't really care. Like Ogren. Ogren's like struggles, man. My Ogren's just no good. Orcs. I probably need to build Giro just to be DPS, but my orcs, I can't beat the boss. Like, I even have Raka, and I couldn't beat the boss. The boss is just so insane. Level 14 boss. I just couldn't beat it. High elves, I can't beat the boss on level 14, I think. Just too insane. Sacred Order, again, I can't beat the boss, level 14. Even with Noel Sir Nick. Dark Elf, I don't know where I'm stuck on Dark Elf, but yeah, 29 is pretty sad. Barbarian, I finished 21, but not all the stars. Banner Lords, I'm not sure where I'm stuck. Dwarf, I think I finished 21. Shadowkin, I'm pretty close to 21. And then Sylvan Watchers, I finished 21. So Sylvan Watchers, very close, 61. 59 on Undead. Yeah, those two are my strongest ones. Barbarian, I'm done 21. I can farm high on these ones. So Undead, Barbarian, and Sylvan Watchers, I can farm high. But yeah, there's some ones that are really struggling. Like mostly around the level 14 boss that I can't beat. Or I haven't really tried to beat, like full re-gear and full manual and stuff like that. So you got the Titus Soul? Well, I mean, if you got it, then that's well worth it, to be honest. So hope I can get Arbiter fully awakened. Sometimes yeah, Ninja's still good. I mean, people will still be using Ninja for trials, so he's not dead or anything. It'd be awesome if they could monitor your account, see where you're struggling, and make a fusion to help in stuck areas. You know, that's kind of what they said fusions are for. They basically can identify areas where people are struggling, and then they make a fusion to help the player base, right? That's kind of what they told us. Um, I don't know. Take I can see it, right? Like sometimes like we were complaining about how there was no block damage. Not sorry, there was no block buffs, debuffs for Hydra for a long time. And then there was a period of time where they just started giving out fusions with block buffs. Um, you know, there was not many Hex champions in the game, so they started building more Hex champions. So you know, I can see that they are listening sometimes. You know, it is what it is, right? Zero non-boosted rate on Ancients, didn't know how the game worked. Thought he was bad because I didn't know what he did. Yeah, Firo is one of my most wanted non-voids. He's so good. Turbo Boss needs a big nerf. That's probably where I'm stuck. I think. Benefits of being 68, nice. 14 Pro Boss. Eventually, I randomly got with Nick Noel to survive. Yeah, like I have the gear for it. It just comes down to like whatever champions, right? Um, yeah, like Sacred Order. I don't know, whatever. I have Sir Nick and I have Noel. Like you know, I have pretty good Sacred Order. I think I do. Alice. Yeah, Alice, Constantine, Sir Nick, Noel. I probably run Wixwell because Wixwell can protect Noel because Wixwell has the intercept and he gets CC'd so hard and you got nobody with block debuffs. I guess you can bring Glissea. Glissea could be pretty good. She brings a 4-turn block debuff against the boss, which is pretty good because the boss freaking CC you so hard, man. So maybe she's the key. Maybe I bring Glissea in and then I can beat Sacred Order. I mean, you know, I haven't really thought about it too much. It's just kind of like, whatever. Just throw some champions together and hey Martin, what's up, man? Yeah, good week. Good week so far. Thanks. You as well. You know when there's going to be a 2x ancient event? So they're on rotation, right? So we just finished 2x sacred shards. This week will be nothing. The week after that will be 2x void shards. I think. Is it 2x void shards? I don't remember now. I gotta check the videos. But basically, they're on 2-week rotations. So last week was Sacred Shards. This week is nothing. Next week is, I believe, Void Shards. And then next week would be nothing. And then it'll be Ancient Shards. I believe. I gotta double check. I just need to double check my Void Shard, my Shard pull videos. But I don't remember. But then player can always like shuffle that up if they do like 2x primal shards or something like that to mess things up. You know, but that's the rotation every 2 weeks. Hard mode Hydra, 3 new heads. I mean, that's kind of where it's going, right? Like you need Ultra Nightmare, you need Ultra Nightmare Hydras. Um, you know, at some point you need to add more heads. You know, just make them like immune to shield damage or something. I don't know. Make them do 200% more damage against shields so that they destroy shields super fast. I don't know. Do something, right? Do something different. Oof, 325 speed boss. Yeah. 2x voids last time. Okay. When's the next 1+1 Sacred Shard event? Usually they are on 6 to 8 week rotations. I don't know when the last one was. So that's something you can look up. I can look it up for you real quick here. All you gotta do is look up shard videos. So quickly here, looking up shard videos. I don't see it. Extra. Extra legendary event. Extra legendary event. There was an extra legendary event? Was this for ancient shards? Oh, for ancient shards. That was recent during the Titus fusion. Anyways, you can figure it out. Usually on a 6 to 8 week cycle there. He recently pulled Arman's. One wet blessing should you put on him when you can? Depends how you use him, to be honest. Um if you have a small one, like if you run him with lightning cage, like if you run him with stone skin, maybe you run him with lightning cage. If you have a big blessing on him, you know, a banner is always going to be good because you use him in arena speed. You know, you want him to go first and all that stuff. I have this one in temporal chains for the 5-star. Gives him a little bit of a boost because he's a little bit on the slower side. So this Arman's, he's much slower than my Fabian. So having the temporal chains definitely is helpful, and it heavily punishes other speed boosters that go first that have buffs. And obviously I have a supersonic set here which punishes them as well. So that's kind of like the way my Arman's works. But if you have a low blessing on a champion that you use in arena that you run in stone skin, then lightning cage is good value for a 1-star. You could also run him with sheep. Sheep is a fine choice as well, especially if you don't plan on going first. Like if you don't have great first gear, then polymorph for arena is still good. Other than that, I mean, you're probably gonna run banner, lightning cage, sheep. That's probably it. Those are probably the only viable ones that make a lot of sense for him. Everything else doesn't really make too much sense. 1+1 after the hero's path? Yeah, maybe. Do you think we'll have some kind of collaboration event after this Chaos Awakes, like Asgard last year? Um, Maybe. Yeah. Usually they do a big update in August, just before their quarter ends in August. End of August, I think, is their quarter end. So in terms of their financial reporting, so they usually try to ramp it up in August to get the big money in, so that their reporting looks good. So I could see some really big events in August. That's just something to have in the back of your mind. Not saying it will happen, but the devs told us that in August there's going to be something fun. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. So, but yeah, so we'll see. But usually in August it's something pretty big, and then December. December is the big month as well for updates. You're to pick a free to play champ that you can recommend to build on arena team. I mean, the best champion in the game is, well, for the free champions is Marius. Like, if you can get him, he's huge. Um, Other huge champions would be like, if you're talking damage dealers, you have Carnage. Carnage is gonna be very good. Damage dealer Empress gonna be very good for a free champion. And then if you need like speed boosters, then you go with Lamasu. Sorry, what's Lamasu? Lamasu's a demon. Yeah. So if you go, speed booster, Lamasu, you go with Arbiter. Those are the best champions for arena, right? Yeah, Arbiter, still very good. Don't have Stone Scan or Supersonic. My Arm is 255, 447 accuracy. That's fine. I mean, yeah, you just make them fast and then just accuracy. I mean, at that gear level, you're just playing people against your own gear level, right? So don't worry too much about it. I think for 1 star, you probably just, a low star blessing, just put polymorph, and then, you can RNG a win here and there, like in arena once in a while. Arman's is slower than my Fabian. Arman sitting on 355, while my fastest champion is Suzanne with 357. Yeah, you should make your Suzanne faster. You got Ninja Return this year simple? No, I don't think so. It's, contractual. It could be totally like a unique, specific contractual thing that they had with Ninja. Maybe, maybe they re-upped with Ninja for limited time for more money, right? Maybe they paid him, or maybe it was part of the contract. Ninja was one of the first ones, right? So maybe he had a special one. Hey Ace, what's up, man? Is monkeying still available for beginners? He is a real arena push in the beginning. Yeah, Monkey is great. I love him. He's one of the best login champions. Maybe the best. Not login champion, sorry. A starter champion, first starter champion. So he might be one of the best. And I still recommend him over a lot of options. I don't know if it's available. I think it's called Monkey King. I don't know if it's available. Barrel Gear is awesome. Yeah, it is, man. Who is the Ninja contract with? Well, I mean, it's with Ninja, right? All right, thanks, Bash. Well, I mean, you must be sub because you're chatting, right? You must be sub because you're chatting. So thank you. Appreciate that, guys. If you guys are chatting, then you guys must be subbed. I think it's sub only. Your space is looking rough. You plan on going through it anytime soon? Yeah, my gear is so bad, and that's probably the worst thing about playing 2 accounts. The gear is just it's crippling, man. It's crippling. Like looking at it, just like, I gotta spend hours doing this. It's literal hours, man. So I don't know. I just do like 20 at a time. I just do it 20 at a time. But I'm almost at the point where I'm just gonna select all. I'm just gonna select all and just nuke it all, man. I'm almost at that point. I'm like, I don't need any of this gear. All my real champions are already geared out. I don't need any of this gear. I'll just move gear around. Like that's kind of what I was thinking. And I'll just nuke all this stuff. The accessories are even worse. The accessories are even worse because you don't want to delete something that might cause you to break a set, right? That's probably the worst. Yeah, that's the worst. So so that requires you to like actually look at each piece, right? So it's even worse. It's even worse, man. Anyways, gotta do more. Gotta do some of these key, tokens before I run out of time on the timers. Accessories are so brutal, man. So brutal. Dude. I'll show you guys my inbox. You guys will learn something, and then you guys will be frightened. So my inbox here, I actually just cleared it out. It was like 300 plus, but here's my inbox. So I'm gonna clear this out before it expires. So look at this. This has been this stone skin amulet has been in my inbox for 96 days. 96 days. This banner has been in here for 96 days. You see these 3 days left? When they show up here, it's 99 days. They have been in here for almost 100 days. All these pieces. All these pieces. Look, this pinpoint gear, when was this here? Over 3 months ago. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So, and look at this, guys. I have full chests of gear in here. This has been in here for over 2 months. I can't process this because I have no room in my gear stash to basically receive the gear so I can process it. So what's going to happen is that when this gets down to like, time to, for it to expire, I'll open this, the gear will open, and then the gear will end up in my inbox with 99 days to expire. And then it's going to sit for another 99 days. You know what I mean? It's just freaking ridiculous, man. So, yeah, you see these live arena chests? They've been in here for 2 months already. And by the time like I get to them, I probably won't get to them because like the live arena gear stuff, it's just like rebirth and stone cleaver. Like you just don't have enough pieces to make a usable set, and they have to be ridiculously good pieces because they have to replace gear that you already are existing that you are using existingly. So it's going to take forever to get good pieces. So I'm just going to leave this in here for basically 200 days. Like all these gear pieces, they're going to be in like these chests full of gear. Look at these chests full of gear. They're full of gear. They're going to be in here for 200 days. 200 days. I just can't process it. Look, Hydra Clash rewards. They've already been in here for 40 days. Yeah. Like if this doesn't hit speed, I'm out. I'm just going to, there you go, out. Easy peasy, man. This one's just instantly out. Epic rings are just out. Normal epic stuff just out. There you go. Look at these pinpoint gear. Don't even know when, like which event dungeon it was from. It's probably not from the existing event dungeon, right? It's probably from the previous event dungeon. So look at all these Hydra. These are all stone skin protection pieces, right? But they're all accessories. That's the thing. They're all accessories. I don't need, like, my accessory is just bursting. It's just bursting right now. Like, bursting. It's nothing I can do. I mean, I just say fuck it and just yeah, just select all, man. Just select all. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it all, man. Select all. There you go. 183 million. Seems like nothing. 183 million for 1,600 pieces seems kind of like nothing, guys. I don't know. Seems kind of like nothing. During first pinpoint event, yeah. Pinpoint been in there since first appearance. At least you got space in the inbox. Yeah. Well, I try to keep that under control. Otherwise, gear's just gonna get just gonna go into the abyss, right? I can collect the chests even on full inventory. Oh my god, yeah. Then you start getting errors, yeah. Why they just don't double the gear inventory on accounts? I mean, if they just double the inventory, we would just max it out. That's the thing. And I think they have like they're not paying for servers, right? To accommodate for all that. So they're probably, that's probably why. They're just not willing to pay for the additional space for people anymore. Yep, 5-star gear goes, yeah. Yes, inventory space also bogs down it bogs down the game. So it's in your best interest to, consolidate, right? But it's difficult and time consuming too. Very time consuming. Just sell all the blue and 5-stars? Dude, I have like barely any blue, man. Barely any blue. I have barely any 5-star. Like in total, 5-star and blues probably like 50 pieces maybe. And those are usually like in the sets that I can't farm, right? Like bolster set and stuff like that. But yeah, you're right. I could just easily get rid of them and probably not miss them at all. Ultra, I guess, aggressive gear cleanse. Yeah. But it just get filled up right away from the stuff in the stash. You just get filled up right away. All gear gets loaded in PvP LA matchup, or so I heard. I just put the best gear on my PvP champions usually. But I also swap gear around to do boss content because I'm a competitive clan, so you expect the best results. The only way to do that is to move gear around. Yeah, if you gear cleanse, you're gonna get way more silver easily. I don't know if I'm gonna beat this guy. Try our best. 100 added inventory was a joke. Yep. With free gear removal, can you use Vault Champions as storage now? Yes, that does work. That does work. Fill up another aggressive gear cleanse time to be 20 hours in gear prison. Yeah. Do we lose? All right, take care, Brian. Have a good one. What? Look at this. Siegfried Day. Look at this. Are you gonna do anything else on Titus Hydra teams? Yeah, for sure. As soon as I get around to it. I don't know if I'm gonna build them out this time. I kind of want to wait for a personal reward CBC to build them out, like with books and stuff. Um, the rest of my champions and stuff I have, so they're already built. I'm kind of waiting to build up the Titus. I don't know. I don't know if this team's gonna be able to beat this big friend, but try. Ugh. Okay, we're okay. Have you seen the trick for Titus with Blood Shield accessories? I heard about it. I don't know too much about it myself. I haven't done it myself. So we try RSL helper cell file. Yes, it's not aggressive. It's not aggressive enough, and I find that it removes some stuff that I want to keep. So I end up doing a manual cleanse anyways. Oh fuck. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I'm out of tokens anyways. But yeah, what I would probably run for, I don't have any keys, so I can't really show you guys what I would run. But I would run Wixwell, Lamasu, um, Titus, obviously. I would probably run Emic. I'd probably run Emic. Um, Mad Hatter. So Mad Hatter, Wixwell, uh, Emic, I would run. I'm missing one champion. Kymar. That's probably who I would run. I'd probably run this team. Um, yeah, Hatter, Kymar, Wixwell, Lamasu, um, Emic, Hatter, Kymar, Lamasu, Titus. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. But I think that'll do fine. It's just won't be like the craziest amount of damage because I don't have Yumiko. Yumiko is the key, right, to the crazy damage that people get. Same thing with Trunda. Yumiko is the key. Without Yumiko, I mean, you still do crazy damage, just not as crazy. So that's kind of what it's gonna be. Is there more to the blood shield than an out stacking of him and his shields? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Let's read what he says. His kit. He's a banner lord. Always critical when he's under a shield. It's attacking damage boost. Blah 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 blah. What happens here? So how does he keep the shield going? So he doesn't do it. So he places a shield when he uses A1, and then what? Everybody grows the shield for him, but there's no grower, right? So I don't know exactly how it works. How does it work? Osgron? Osgron is really good. Yeah, he seems really good. Kind of like a Force Affinity Armans, almost. I think Armans is better though. But somebody made a good point that Osgron would be a better champion versus Stoneskin than Armans. Interesting. He's always doing more damage. He can max his own shield with buff extenders. His damage increases. The next shield he produces from attack will increase. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Because when you place the shield, it's on a 1 turn cooldown, and then you have to extend it right away. You have to extend it right away, right? So so you would hit with the extended shield, and then it would go back to 1 turn again, and then it needs to be extended again. I don't know. That rotation seems pretty gear intensive, right? Because you're constantly uh, going through the extensions. I don't know. I guess that's possible, but it's a lot of gear. It's a lot of gear. ABM, what's up, man? Double reset for Mikage. Mix of impulse. I run protection on my Mikage. I think it's just consistent damage, but reflex merciless could be just higher thresholds. It really depends what kind of team you have her in, but protection gives the two buffs, and then she brings a shield too, so 3 buffs. So it's just consistent damage, but extender and use A1 when shield is 1 turn, or use A2 when shield is 1 turn. Okay, seems better for live arena. He works even if locked out because his main ability is a passive. Yeah, Osgron, yeah, definitely. So that's why one piece is sufficient. Does Wixwell need protection set? For Hydra, protection set gives him just damage boost, right? Damage boost is good. 3 piece for easier shield growing by himself, 15% from damage. Oh, really? Okay, so running more shield pieces is good. Okay. Help her sell files, Discord or something. I use Little Gaming's sell file. He has an end game sell file that basically like 90% of the people use it. So I just use that one. Just look up Little Gaming YouTube, and then or Little Gaming Raid on YouTube, and then he walks you through it. He also has the file, like he updates it. I think it's on like the 8th update, so he updates it too. Really good, very helpful to him. Rose. Okay. Well, I gotta look up some more info on that blood shield accessory stuff. Like, it doesn't really apply to me at all because luckily I have Wixwell, but I can tell that a lot of people are asking for some kind of help or alternative to make Titus very useful. Something that I read that makes Titus kind of useful is that he can be an enfeeble tank for the Phantom Shogun. So that's actually pretty interesting because the usually for Phantom Shogun, the Shogun will hit and enfeeble the champion with the highest crit damage. So your Titus will get enfeebled, but his A2 always crits. So he never weak hits. So it's kind of interesting that he can be the enfeebled tank and then not weak hit. So it's kind of cool that way. So he, found a use for level 25 here. So if you want to use him there, that's some use, right? So that was kind of interesting. Didn't thought about that, yeah. All right, guys. I think that's going to be it for the stream. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and participating and all that. Makes the stream so much more fun. Hopefully you guys had a good time as well. Best of luck on your CVCs moving forward. If you guys are new here, if you guys are watching in the future, make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe if you like the content, and we'll catch up in future videos. But otherwise, have a great day. Have a great CVC. Best of luck, and we'll see you guys in the next video. All right. Thank you guys so much. Yep. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.